I dropped in this flour tortilla recipe on Taco Tuesday, mainly because I promised I would in my Cutters and Cocktails video, that live stream that I did last week Friday with Reshmi from Taste of Trini. And yeah, you could easily go to the supermarket and buy taco shells or flour wraps, but you miss out on all the personal satisfaction from making it by hand. Plus, you get to feast on freshly made wraps that are very versatile. And this is a real simple recipe. You just need to follow a few steps to achieve a great final product. So for this we need 3 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, a teaspoon of salt, and 2 tablespoons of vegetable shortening. And you also need 1 cup of hot water. Now the water doesn't have to be at boiling point because you still need to be able to handle the dough, but it should be past warm. And this is to ensure a very soft and pliable dough, and that will result in a soft and pliable wrap. Add the dry ingredients to the bowl and combine well. And then you want to add the vegetable shortening, and you want to rub it together in your hands until the flour takes on a texture like sand. And once combined, you want to add the hot water bit by bit and bring the dough together. As the dough comes together and forms a ball, you want to sprinkle your work surface with some flour and turn the dough out onto the surface. You want to knead the dough for about 3 to 5 minutes or until smooth. Now place the dough back into the bowl and cover with a kitchen towel. You want to allow it to rest for a few minutes. In the meantime, I'm going to make a quick salsa. Now this is a kind of raid the fridge special here. You could tweak this and make it your own with stuff that you have lying around. Here using some onions finely chopped, some diced sweet pepper, cayenne pepper for some heat, tomatoes, and some fresh celery. You're seasoning that with some salt and black pepper, and if you want you could add a few dashes of lemon juice to this as well. You want to combine this, set aside. Now back to the dough. I want to make sure that my wraps are about 4 inches in diameter, and to achieve that I'm portioning it out to the size of about a table tennis ball or ping pong ball, and you should be able to get about 16 4-inch wraps from this dough. And don't worry about making them into the perfect circles. At least I wasn't. I try to get them as close to round as possible without too much fuss, but I like the fact that each of them had their own unique shape and size. Now you could roll out all your wraps and then cook them, but you would have to make sure that you flour them adequately if you're stacking them up because they will stick together, so keep that in mind. Or you could just do like 4 at a time, roll out and then cook at the same time. Now to store the cooked wraps, you want to wrap them up in a kitchen towel that wrapped in foil. And this keeps them warm but also allows them to steam a bit and maintain that soft and pliable consistency that we need for making tacos or wraps. And the cooking process very simple. Bring a cast iron skillet or a frying pan up to medium-high heat, and then you want to cook the wrap for about 30 to 45 seconds on each side. You will know the wrap is ready to flip when it starts to bubble. I don't add any oil to my frying pan, and I always give my wraps a little turn in the pan with my hands to make sure that they're not sticking to the surface. You could try this, but please be careful. Don't go and do this and burn your hand and then say, but we make you burn your hand. Please be very careful. And if you're not sure you want to do this, don't. And as you can see here, the wrap is thin, it's soft and pliable, and at this point, you could fill this with whatever you like, you know. You could eat this with a stew pigeon peas, stir-fried veggies, minced meat, grilled chicken, hummus. Possibilities endless, but right now, I'm gonna make a little fish taco. I'm using a piece of salmon that I have here, I'm gonna sear it on the skillet. You wanna make sure that the fish is at room temperature. Pat it dry. And now I'm seasoning it with some lemon pepper. And this already has salt and black pepper in it, so this is literally all the seasoning I need for this fish. Adding a little olive oil, and then I'm rubbing it in. And then placing it in the pan on medium heat. Allowing it to sear for about 5 minutes. You want to season the other side one time with the lemon pepper and rub with some olive oil. And I added a little dried thyme here for a little extra flavor. And you want to flip it and allow it to cook for about 3 minutes. Allow the fish to rest for about a minute or so before cutting it up. And as you can see here, I did a terrible job of cutting up this fish. But it's alright. As my grandmother used to say, you're gonna mash up in your mouth anyway. And I'm building myself a quick taco here. We have the fresh wrap, looking good. The seared and seasoned salmon, adding some sour cream for that cooling effect. And then we add in the salsa that has some heat as well as a burst of fresh flavors. And boom bang, we in a gear here. If you like this recipe, please give the video a thumbs up, and if you do try it, please post your photos to social media and tag us. And thanks again to RESHMI from Taste of Trini for coming through and liming with me last Friday. You could also look out for her shrimp taco recipe that will be on her channel. I will link it in the description below. And of course, the full recipe can be found on eatahfood.com, and please subscribe to our channel for more great content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.